Working. Why isn't this working? Hello, hello. Hi, can you hear? Okay, there it is. Hi. Good morning, friends. Good afternoon. Good evening, where you may be. I'm Ruel Gaviola. This is Tabletop Tonight, aka Chits and Chats. Welcome, friends. It is a Monday, fun day. Spoiler alert, I'm in a really good mood today. You wonder why? I'm glad you asked, Ruel. The Dodgers have won back-to-back championships. The first team to do so in 25 years. I'm try not to go so too crazy here, but what a game. What a series. Amazing. Friends, thank you so much for joining me today. Good to see everyone here. I had chat going on here, but I don't know what's going on with my chat feature now. Chat. Okay, there you go. Let me see if I can bring this up. Let's see. Yeah, vending machine. Yeah, totally nuts. It was insane. And Bing, yes, Bing asks why. I know there's some non-Dodger fans here, and that's perfectly fine. This We are open to all friends, gamers, baseball fans, non-baseball fans. But I am wearing the MVP's jersey today. Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Just I I can't even talk. I was literally yesterday. So the game seven, if you didn't know, there was a thing called the World Series happening. Game seven, the winner wins the World Series. The loser does not win. And game seven was on Saturday night. I spent yesterday totally just laying in bed. Well, not laying in bed, but laying on the couch, watching TV. Michelle and I, we took naps throughout the day. We grabbed some food, but that was it. Well, she was more productive than I was. She actually got some stuff done. I got absolutely nothing done yesterday because what an emotional roller coaster that was. And if there are any Blue Jay fans out there watching today, you have nothing to be ashamed of. Your team was absolutely awesome, magnificent, a wonderful team. I mean, if I, as a Dodger fan, of course I'm happy, and but a lot of times, I'm gonna be honest, and you can ask my family this. We have a family text going. I honestly thought we were gonna lose that series. There were so many times when I thought the Blue Jays are gonna beat the Dodgers, and deservedly so. They played outstanding, but the Dodgers, this team is the grittiest, toughest team, maybe in Dodger history, because I mean it was just amazing that they could, yeah, literally, yeah, Cosby get a series of inches. I mean, there's so many plays that could have gone either way. I'm talking about the ninth inning of last or Saturday's game seven alone. A game of inches, literally centimeters. Will Smith, the catcher of the Dodgers, catches the ball at home to just get that force out at home. Andy Pages reaching out to catch the fly ball as he's crashing into Kike Hernandez. He gets there a little early. They might hit each other and they both miss the ball. It's crazy. And then of course Miggy Rojas, the greatest. I'm gonna call that probably the greatest home run in Dodgers history. And I know those are strong words considering what Freddie Freeman did last year. But here's the thing: Freddie Freeman, he doesn't hit off that walk-off grand slam last year in game one. That's only 0-1 Yankees. I still think the Dodgers could have won that series, right? But Saturday night was literally 2 outs away for the Blue Jays. Again, I'm sorry. I'll just say this once and I'll be done with it. Apologies, Blue Jay fans, if I'm bringing up some harsh memories for you. I don't blame you for moving on to the next stream, but the Dodgers were literally 2 outs away from losing the World Series, and Miguel Rojas hits a home run, totally unexpected. It was Dodger fans, we love Minky Rowe, absolutely love him. Veteran, he's been a Dodger on and off at the start and end of his career, and for him to get into the game in Game Six after not having played, you know, it's just crazy. He totally deserves it. He's long been known as a positive veteran voice in the clubhouse, et cetera, et cetera. I could go on, y'all. I really I'm trying. Yeah. Libby True says yes. I've been in the stands with my Giants last. I can't even imagine that. Like I know at least one person that went to that Toronto the Blue Jays, who's a Blue Jays fan that was there for Game 6 and 7, and I can't even imagine being there. There was actually a moment when I thought I was going to be crazy and just charge tickets to I have a credit card, and I was gonna just charge the $2,000 to go see one of the games in LA, a World Series game. But you know, I was like, you know what, Michelle and we got to a bunch of games this season. We saw one of the greatest of all time games at the National League Championship Series. That was like our limit for spending, and I was like, I don't need to go into debt for this. I mean, as much as I wanted to, and I can't even imagine being there at game, what was it, like game 4 or 5 we would have gone to, and we lost both those games. That would have sucked. But to be there at the game where you lose the World Series, not just lose a game, but I can't even imagine. So again, my heart goes out to my fellow Blue Jay fans. I know how much we all have a passion for it, and I can't even imagine. What about Tigers fans? Can we time roller? Yeah, I feel for the Tigers fans as well. This is, as much as this is about me celebrating the Dodgers, this is also for all of you who didn't win. We've all been there. That's just the nature of baseball fandom, So I hope you're having a good day folks. Regardless, I hope you're having a great day. You can wax on. It's great when your team pulls it off. I'm happy. Thank you, Bing. I appreciate that. Very, very kind of you to say. Hello, Deadpan. Good to see Deadpan as well. I'm going to hydrate. My voice is sort of lost. I didn't lose my voice, but it's definitely been raspy the last couple of days. There is a parade going on in LA that's going to start in about 45 minutes. And Michelle and I, obviously, we're not going this year. We went last year. Just things didn't work out this year for us to get down there. Michelle's working. I've got work to do as well. And we're going to be responsible adults and do our work. And we will enjoy the parade from the comfort of our home. What's great in LA, it's running right now. They have all the pre-parade coverage. They're going to cover the parade. And then there's a big event at Dodger Stadium. It was funny because literally right after the game ended on Saturday night, I get, a message, my email. And it's like the Dodgers, hey, you can buy tickets, or tickets go on sale, pre-sale Sunday morning at like 8 a.m. I was like, oh, should I get some? I'm like, we can't go. But sort of a bummer, but we will watch it on TV. They're going to have all the coverage on TV and YouTube and everything else. So Bing says, I'm happy with my Cubs season. Even a bad year of baseball, better than no baseball. Yeah, and that's the thing. You take the wins where you can. I look at it like this. And I know, people are they got the narrative, Dodgers are ruining baseball. All this, I don't pay any attention to that. Y'all say what you want, but I, as a Dodger fan, and Dodger fans know this, we have gone through the Frank McCourt ownership years, the absolute worst owner ever, and he nearly ruined this franchise. He bankrupted the Dodgers. Like, how do you bankrupt one of the crown jewels of baseball, of all the sports, right? He did it. Him and his wife, woo-woo, and so we have recovered from that. I remember going to games during that era. It was not fun. I mean, the games themselves were great. The players, great. We weren't a championship contending team for most of it. We did get close one year, but just the experience of the ballpark, garbage. And I shouldn't say garbage, but it's nothing compared to what it is now. Like, they totally, when Magic Johnson and this ownership group came in, they knew what they're doing, and it is a wonderful experience to come see a Dodgers game now. No matter if you're a Dodgers fan or a non-Dodgers fan, I've gone to the games. So actually, related to board games, 2 years ago, Michelle and I got to go to a game with the Brothers Murph. It was a Giants versus the Dodgers. Giants were in town, so of course the Brothers Murph, they're Giants fans. So we went. It was Nick, Mike. Mike's wife and baby. Was it? Yeah, the baby she was super tiny. Yeah, we got there and the Giants spanked the Dodgers 15-0. And Michelle and I were joking the whole time, we're never going to go with the Brothers Murph again. But we had such a great time with them. Yeah, I love going to ball games, and they're Giants fans. They had their Giants gear, no problems whatsoever. We sat with them. There's sometimes back in the day. And I think about the Frank McCourt ownership when they didn't have enough security, where it was like, people get a little too riled up rooting for other teams and, fights and everything, just stupid. But now it's a much safer, much more family-friendly environment. As I said, the Brothers Murph, we saw a Giants game together. We actually had some other friends we just met this year for the first time. We got to hang out with them for a little bit. They're also Giants fan. They had a great time with their families. So come on out to a Dodger game sometime, friends. Um, let's see. Another yes. On another note, vote. Michelle and I, we've already voted. We mailed in our ballots this year. Again, because our schedules and everything was just easier for us to mail it in. So please vote. We just got our text mail receipt saying, hey, we have received your votes. They are counted. So that's always a good thing here in California, at least. Bing says, just like board games, a bad game is better than no games. That's true. Hey, Dutch, good to see you. Board Game Geek TV, thank you so much for hanging out. I had game day on Saturday and went back to watch the replay. Very exciting game. Yeah, it is. Again, obviously I'm biased, folks. I mean, look what I'm wearing. But I feel like that's an all-time great Game 7. It had a ton of drama, right? We had Shohei Ohtani, the unicorn, the greatest player who's ever lived, pitched for the first couple of innings. And I remember texting my family when Shohei came out for that third inning. He was like, what are we doing? He was struggling. And everyone knew it, but we love Dave Roberts, but at the same time, it's just part of being a fan is questioning your manager at all times. Like, what are you doing? And sure enough, Bo Bichette crushed that 3-run homer, and I was like, oh my goodness. I'm gonna admit, I was losing hope at that point. I know it was early in the game, like, I don't think we have enough offense to overcome this. The Blue Jays, almost every game this series, they would put up at least one crooked number in one inning, right? At least 2 or more runs scored. Except, thankfully, the Dodgers hung in there. They got 1 run back. They gave 1 back. Then late in the game, Muncy comes up with a solo shot off the kid, Savage, who's been phenomenal. And it's funny. I know I was saying, hey, I'm not going to talk too much about the Dodgers. Forget it. I'm not even going to go. We're going to talk Dodgers. We're going to play a game too. I'm going to have y'all play hits and outs against me today. I've got it set up. I'm going to show you how to play this. We'll go through a couple of innings. It's fun. It's a fun little deduction game. Muncy hits that 1, and then it gets to the top of the 9th. We've got 2 outs. And talk about stress. I was like so stressed out the entire series, but at the same time I was stressed, but there was almost this calmness about it. It's like, you know what, it is what it is. It just wasn't meant to be. But we've got Miggy Rowe, after Kike strikes out, Miggy Rowe, and then we've got Shohei with the one last shot. But then Miggy Rojas hits that homer, like just exploded. We're like, no way, we are back in this, baby. We've got a shot, because coming in, we had Snell, and Snell was pitching, and we had Yamamoto just in case. And what Yamamoto did to come in after pitching 96 pitches the previous night, the night before, no rest, and he comes in and pitches almost 3 innings of shutout ball. Insane. And that's why he's the MVP. That's why I'm wearing his jersey today, friends. Yes. Good to see everyone here. James says, I voted on October 1st so I can get the Halloween. I early voted sticker. Nice. I have my I voted by mail sticker. Oh, I wish I would have got the Halloween one. Dutch says, my son was sitting on the edge of the couch. I was like, you're a Red Sox fan. Since when do you want the Dodgers to win? But that's the thing. It was such a great game. Like I remember, I remember the when Max Scherzer started the last Game 7, the Nationals versus the cheaters, the Astros, right? And it's just what baseball. It's so cool to see. It's easier to watch when you're not involved, right? Like I remember watching Game 7, the Cubbies as well. You're sort of detached, like, oh, this is great baseball. But when you're a fan of one of the teams, it's like life and death. It's crazy. Oh yeah, D-Wall, there was a baseball game. Hey, Dutch Yoda got hits and outs at Spiel. Nice, Dutch. Yeah, I really like this. It's a fun little light game. I'm very happy with this copy because this has actually traveled to Dodger Stadium. Michelle and I have played this at Dodger Stadium. It's great. Actually, now that I think about it, so Michelle and I, a lot of times we go early to the games, and our seats we were like between home plate and third base, like the Dodger dugout side, right? I mean, high up. We're in the reserve sections, like 2 levels up. But we get there early, and there's a section in the center field pavilion, like in the outfield, where there's it's just like tables and stuff, and we would go there and we would bring food because they allow you to bring food in Dodger Stadium. We'd have our early dinner there, and then after we ate, we'd hang out and then go to our seats and watch the game. One of the games we bought Hits and Outs, so we had our dinner and then we played this. I took some photos of it. It looked really cool. Just excited to play this at Dodger Stadium. And here's what's fun. Now that I'm looking back on it, that spot where we would eat our dinner at center field, it's actually really close. It might actually be where Shohei Ohtani hit his home run out of Dodger Stadium. 469 feet? They have a sign there. They just put it up like last week. But I looked at the sign. I'm like, and I showed Michelle. I was like, that I think is where we used to eat our dinner. So to think about where he hit that home run and where we would eat our dinner, it's insane how far it is. And yeah, so Hits and Outs. Oh, I don't know if Ron the designer. We've communicated on social media. I don't know if he watches the stream or the VODs, but Ron was rooting for the Blue Jays, and Ron, my heart goes out to you and all the Blue Jays fans. Of course, I'm happy, but Ron came up, created this wonderful game, and Dutch got his copy at Spiel. Poo Poo Cafe, what is up? Good to see you. I'm all decked on my Dodger gear. We are gonna stream. We're just hanging out today. I want to know what games that you all have been playing. So normally it's the first Monday of the month, which usually means that, hey, I'm gonna go over the games that I played. Folks, I did not get that stuff ready. That's what I should have been doing yesterday when I was getting ready, or when I was just laying around not doing anything because I was so burned out and just spent from yesterday's, I was recovering from Saturday night's game that day. So normally I would talk about the games I played, but you know what? I want to talk about the games that you all played. Let me open up Discord because I can talk about the games that you played by looking at Discord and seeing what you all have shared. So let's see that. James, it totally was. It was totally. Michelle and I, we woke up and we don't we drink very rarely, but never to excess. When I was a younger man, yeah. But we never drink to excess. We didn't drink at all. We haven't had a drink, I don't know in how long, but yesterday we woke up, we're like, man, do you feel hungover? I was like, yeah, I do. We're just on the couch all day. Dutch says played, demoed a lot of Postcards. Okay, let's take a look at Postcards. Never heard of that game. Postcards. Oh, I can do this here. Postcards. This is new to me, Dutch. Talk a little bit about it. Hop on your bicycle. Explore the beauty of France. One postcard. Okay, I love that. That reminds you of the game by Amelie. What was that game I played? It was another travel game, sort of like that, but this one's all way more involved. Amelie's was like an 18 card micro, like a smaller box game. But oh wow, this looks cool. Lyon, Strasbourg. This looks very, very, very cool. Yeah, I've not heard about this. So let's see. Set collection is the mechanism. I love the travel theme. I'm always a sucker for that. Thank you, Dutch. Pupo Cafe has been playing Ceres. Is this? I remember hearing about this game. Is this one? Is this a worker placement? Yeah. Okay, I remember. I might have talked about this on Rado's show. I don't know if it was Rado's or with Becca. I don't remember, but I mean, you got me at sci-fi worker placement. I'm all about it. James says, I taught Botanic to a friend recently and really loved it. Great play. Oh, this one, here's another one I don't remember, but this cover looks familiar. But okay, again, I'm all about two-player games like this. Space Cowboys, I usually like their games. This one's got pattern building, open drafting. Okay, let's take a look at some of the pictures here. Yeah, the art is really unique, and I remember that box cover. Okay, Tile Lane, I mean, I'm in. I'm a sucker for Tile Lane, as y'all know. Look at this. This looks cool. Nice. All right. Hey, Tiffany. Hi, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. Tiffany says the BGA implementation of Concordia is very good. Played this weekend. Got to teach others. Oh, nice. I have not played Concordia literally in years. I just have the base game. Wait. Do I have the base game in, was it Venus? No, I don't. No. Venus is the real implementation, right? No, I just have the standard Concordia. I'm looking in the mirror behind me. Or I'm looking in the mirror, and then so I can see the games behind me. Concordia is right behind my copy of Twilight Imperium. Yep. Okay. Folks, this is one of the classic Euro games, which I think um, stands the test of time. Deck building and route building as well, right? Yeah. And then I love the fact that either your end game bonuses are the cards in your hand as well, right? Don't you have to like pick? As you can tell, it's been a long time since I played. I remember I used to get crushed at this game too. I don't know what it was. I need to play this again. Never liked the cover. We always, everyone used to joke about how bad that cover was. I mean, come on, this is a bad cover, right? You could totally come up with something better than that. Concordia. Tiffany, I hope you've been doing well. It's good to see you here. Um, Friends, I don't know. I've talked a little bit about PAX Unplugged. I am not going this year, unfortunately. No unplugged PAX Unplugged. I'm bummed because I love that convention. I love Philly. Well, I've only been to Philadelphia a couple times. Every single time for PAX Unplugged, I've been 2 or 3 times, and I love Reading Terminal Market. I mean, y'all know I'm a foodie, and just being able to walk over there and all the great food. Oh man, love it. And then outside of that, just with friends, I've been able to find a couple of places that are like within like a quick Uber or Lyft drive. There's a ramen place that we found that I really liked. And right across from the ramen house, there's actually like a tea house. So we would put our names in for the ramen place. I forget the name of it. And then we go across the street and just have tea. There was literally just a tea house, really nice. And it's always cold, right, during PAX Unplugged. So we went, had our tea, and then when our table was ready to walk over, we had ramen. Oh, some of the best times. Bing says, been extremely busy, so I haven't played much. But for my birthday, hey, happy birthday. Got Spirit Island Poetry for Neanderthals. I always want to play that. That always looks fun. Expansions for Seven Wonders, Dual Pantheon and Agora, and Dead Men Tell No Tales. Oh, very nice. I love the expansions for Seven Wonders, and I also love the game that you talked about here, Dead Men Tell No Tales. Whoops. Oh, you just saw the table. This is spoiler alert. This is where we're going to be playing. Oh, let me fix the camera there. We're going to play some hits and outs with y'all in just a minute here. I want to talk about Dead Men Tell No Tales. This is is it a cooperative game? I forget. Oh my gosh, now I forgot. It's been a while. I think I traded away my copy, but I really enjoyed this. It's got some. It was hard too. It has elements of Pandemic to it. So instead of like a fire spreading, well, actually there was a fire on. It's like was it Pandemic meets Flashpoint? But here, the things that's spreading around are like zombie skeletons or something. So you got to fight them. But you're also trying to. Hey, there's Kane Klenko, the designer. I met Kane a couple of years ago. Really nice gentleman. Yeah, so you have this like burning ship basically. And here's your timer here. You only have so much time. And the fire spreading. But along with the fire spreading, there's also these zombie skeletons, I guess, that you got to fight. So it's cool. It's got some combat to it. And there's some random folks on BGG playing. This was hard. I remember trying to solo it. And so I think it was a cooperative game, I think. But, oh man, it was tough. But yeah, played a bunch of times. I actually got it was a fun little story. The game group I used to go to when I first got into the hobby, a guy had gotten 2 copies, either by mistake or I forget what it was, but he sold me his brand new in shrink for like $20. And at the time it was like 50. So I was like really excited. That was like one of the first like board game deals I ever got, right? So I was really excited about that. But yeah, as you can see here, the dice and the little skeletons. Or the skulls. The skulls represent the undead skeletons or whatever. But yeah, Dead Men Tell No Tales. They did come out with a new version. I think it's Renegade that published a new version of this new edition. Yeah, cooperative game for 2 to 5 players. Common action point system. Yeah, so you have, just like in Pandemic, you can move, you can pick up stuff, or in this case, you also have combat. So, really cool game. AB True says, we played 10 yesterday. I'll play it if it's stale, but not the game for it. 10 is a terrific I mean, no, 10 is an excellent, and I'm thinking my experience about this roll and write game. But as AB True says, I'll play it if it's still, but not the game for me. It's a lot heavier, more complex than most roll and writes. I really like this. We did a video with the Good Time Society, and we had a great time with this. And I think, was it Becca or Shay? Like, it might have been Shay who won that game. But boy, oh boy, it was really cool. And this I like. I thought this was a really nice touch. So on certain parts, you can see here the different symbols that you can be marking off. So you can use like a regular pencil or pen or whatever. But this, they actually have like the different colors, and each has a little unique symbol. So you stamp it rather than like write it. It's really cute. Really fun theme, but it's pretty crunchy, folks. And it doesn't. It's not like one of those roller rides. Hey, we're gonna play in like 15 minutes. No, you're looking at least an hour, and we might have played for like an hour and a half. But yeah, all the dice, lots of stuff going on. But if you're a fan of roll and writes and heavier games, this is definitely the game for you. I've only played this, I think, 2 or 3 times, maybe twice, and once for the video shoot. I would love to get the, you know, I should reach out, see if I can get a, yeah, here it is, 1690. This one, I'd love to solo. I love solo games, and this seems like to me like a solo game that would really be in my wheelhouse. A multiplayer, I don't know. Maybe AB Troop, I might be with you. I don't know if I'd want to do this a multiplayer because it's a ton. It's a lot of stuff. Slivers in the house. Hi, Slivers. James says you and Becca should belly Botanical on one of your shows. Easy to get started and plays quickly. Okay, I'm gonna go back to this. Thank you for the recommendation. I'm always looking up games that, you know, I'm trying to find games that are play well for 2. As you know, James, this would be for our jacked up matchup. I'm only supposed to do that on Good Morning Society, I think, but I'm doing it here today because, you know, it's Monday Fun Day. But Botanic looks like something that would definitely fit for the show. Plays in about 30 minutes, 2 players. I'm gonna add this. You know, I'm gonna do this. Now you know it's gonna stick with me when I get my old school Post-it Botanic for jacked up matchup. And that sticker, Botanic, jacked up matchup, is going, or this Post-it, it's going right over here where I will not miss it. Thanks for the recommendation, James. Tiffy says, same. This is just the base game with a double-sided board. No expansions yet. Talking about Concordia, yeah. Bing says, Venus is an expansion. Concordia is available as just an expansion. Oh, got it. I feel like they could have done a better illustration of Concordia for the covers. Oh, yeah, absolutely. 100%. Oh, dang it. I would have loved to see you, Tiffany. Yeah. You know, we still need to play some pinball together, too. I have not forgotten about it. It's been a minute since I played some pinball. And now I'm thinking about when I last played pinball. Michelle and I, we went to a Christmas event last year, a holiday event. And at the event, it was near this, like, arcade, that like retro arcade. Well, not even a retro arcade. It was just like it was called the Game Lab or something, and they had like a dozen pinballs. Or I was in hog heaven, and I remember we played. There was the Godzilla one of the Godzilla ones, and the one I always play. If I see it, I will play the Iron Maiden one. And I know there's several. I forget the one it was like the newest one, but the fact that I can listen to Iron Maiden and play pinball, I'm all about. So. James says Philly is great. I think when they shifted dates for PAX this year, they lost. Yeah, I feel like the 2, right? Isn't it the same weekend as BGG? And it's like the weekend. Is it the week before Thanksgiving or after? And that was like, you know, I actually got my badge. I got a media badge, but then I realized I was like, wait, what am I doing? It's like, number 1, I'm trying to cut down travel. Period. But the number 2, I'm like, it's near Thanksgiving. There's just no way I can make this work. So I emailed them, the folks at PAX and Play. I haven't heard back from them now that I'm talking about this. I told them, hey, I can't use this media badge. Thank you, but unfortunately, I can't make it happen this year. Do you like whoopie pies? I've never had one. Weekend before Thanksgiving, BGG Con overlap probably affected some people. Yep, totally. That's me. Yep. Everyone, let's say happy birthday to Bing. Appreciate you, Bing. Ooh, Quantum. Quantum is a great game. This is the one. Now, is this back in print? I remember this back in the day. It's a dice game. I know that it was like a sci-fi theme. Gosh, what was it? Was it area control? I forget. No, it wasn't area control. You're just like moving dice around, right? Oh, going back to Devin Tells and Tells you, born a ship on fire to loot it. Pandemic, Flashpoint, Pirates of the Caribbean. Thank you. And the new version now 25 on their side, dude. Folks, 25 for that game is a bargain. Roland Reg, thank you. What is going up? Good to see you. I'm gonna put this on screen, and Reg, I'm gonna thank you. Saying that through gritted teeth, folks. I will take all the congrats, gritted teeth or none. I appreciate it. Y'all know how much I love my Dodgers. Yeah, and normally Michelle and I would be at the parade that's happening in 30 minutes, but we were both working, so cannot do it this year. Totally multiplayer solitaire. Okay, and second recommendation of a Botanic. Rolling Reggie gives it his stamp of approval. So, wait, what? Whoa, 70 plays from Rolling Reggie. Okay, I am taking my post-it note here to remind me. I'm gonna put not one, not two, but 3 asterisks to remind me. Go get that game. We need to play that on Jacked Up Matchup with Becca. Okay, apparently y'all okay on BGA. Yay, very nice. Tiffany says if you're ever in NYC, there's a new Barcade location in downtown. That's 30. Whoa, wow, nice. And Tiffany, if you're ever in LA, so I'm not in LA proper. I'm like about 45 minutes east of Los Angeles, but I go to LA a bunch for work and just hang out and stuff. There is a place. And as I say, it's not really LA proper. It's more the San Fernando Valley. But there are 2 places called AYCE. It's just all you can eat, right? So it is Korean barbecue. But I don't know who the owner is, but the owner is like a big pinball freak. So it's literally Korean barbecue, and then one part of it is just an arcade full, like a couple of dozen, like perfectly mint condition pinball machines. And what's great is they have like all the new stuff. They have probably, I'd say about 3/4 of them, or about 2/3 of them, are brand new, right? Yeah, we last time we were there, we played like the Guns N' Roses, Metallica, the Mandalorian. What was it? There was like a fishing one. Anyways, they also have like these mint condition like pinballs from the 70s and 80s. So I played the original Kiss pinball, and it was in perfect condition. They also had one. Oh, what was the one with the demon? I think it was like Fireball or something. Oh, so it's called AYCE. They just go all you can eat, but it's this weird combination only in LA of like pretty good Korean barbecue, but great pinball machines. Oh, it was so much fun. If you're ever in LA, please let me. I will take you there. I will drive you there myself. AB True says week before Thanksgiving, BGG Con. Oh, you're going. Oh, nice, awesome. Bing says Quantum is area control at its best. Nice. Rolling Reg said, been under a rock, kind of my busy scene at work today. Oh, nice. Welcome to your chill day, Reggie. I hope everything's going well, man. Yeah, so I'm pretty much, I think I'm done with conventions for the year. So PAX Unplugged would have been the one. Then it's the holidays and everything. So I'm just going to try to get out and game with friends for the rest of the year. Colt Cardboard, hey, y'all. I know there's going to be Dodger. Yeah, you just knew that. I am, by the way, I'm rocking if you notice, this is not the standard Dodger blue and white. This is the gold colored one. This represents the gold for the championship the Dodgers won last year. So I don't know. For this year, they should come out with a double gold hat. I don't know. Oh, no, I didn't. Vending Machine Games says that the LFG dates were, folks, LFG Con. Is it on their website now? Yes. Ooh. Jazz will be a PAX Unplugged, but I'm done with cons this year too. He and I will do a PAX Unplugged hype list. Folks, Reggie, will you drop the link to your new podcast? Folks, Reggie and Jazz, two of the people I really, really admire in the industry. They're just good folks, and they do great content, video and audio. They do a new podcast, and Reg, feel free, please drop the link, share it. Thank you, James. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's probably my favorite hat. These days it's my favorite hat. It's got the rock and the gold, and then it's got the championship from last year. But I got to get a new one for this year, of course. Reg says, think my big con for 2026 will be Origins. Nice. Red Machines. Yes, we're going to go. I'm going to pull an audible real quick. We're going to go to this site, LFG Con, folks. For my money, the best convention in Los Angeles. And hey, we've got a hype train coming in. Choo choo. Choo choo. I was going to say choo choo. What am I trying to say? I don't know. It's a hype train, not a array. Thank you for the hype train, folks. Please, I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for your support. Please feel free to donate and or sub if you can. If not, totally understand. You are always welcome here. We talk about today's a very heavy baseball episode because the Dodgers are winning back-to-back championships. But normally here on Mondays, I'm here every Monday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Pacific. I talk about games, talk about the games that you play, talk about some of my games. We play a game every now and then. I'm going to be playing hits and outs with y'all in just a minute here. But first, again, thank you for the hype train. I'm going to come over here and check out LFG Con. I was saying, for my money, it is the best convention in LA. And you know what's funny, friends? They've done it exactly one time, just this past year. They did it back in March or April. And I see now they just announced the dates. It's going to be August 13, 14, 15, and 16. So basically 2 weeks after Gen Con. Come out to LA, friends. And Tiffany, if you're still here, if you make out to LFG Con, I'm taking you to that AYCE. Michelle and I will take you. We will take you to go play pinball and eat Korean barbecue. Yeah, that's I'm putting it on camera right now. But anyways, folks, did they announce the location too? I don't know if they did. Anyways, last year's event was outstanding, like awesome. And honestly, so there's another convention in LA that's been around for 25, 30 years. It's been for years, called Strategicon. And they do it actually 3 times a year. And Strategicon is great. I have no problem with it. I don't like the location. I think they do some things backwards. Like they have this big hall and they do miniature gaming there, which is fine. I know that's where they started as a convention, I believe. But it's such a bad use of space because the open gaming for board games is in this, we all call it the dungeon. It's downstairs, it's small room, it gets hot, it's always crowded, and they should totally switch those just based on the number of participants. I don't know. Anyways, I've ranted about that before. And the Hotel Strategicon, it's an older Hilton in LA or near LAX. Parking is horrendous. And the elevators and escalators always break down at some point in the weekend. And it's just like, it's like clockwork. And I've had 2 different friends get stuck in the elevator going up from the convention down to the parking in order to like get to their cars. One for like, I think one got stuck for like half an hour. The other got stuck for 20 minutes. Or, anyways, regardless, it always happens. And I'm like, I don't want to go back there anymore. It's just, yeah. AB True, 106 total wins in 2025. Nice, thank you. Vending Machine says we're talking about LFG Con, same place. Okay. Oh, there's the game we're gonna play. By the way, I keep hitting the wrong button. LFG Con is at the Burbank Marriott near the Burbank airport. It's a wonderful space. I absolutely loved it. It's 10 times better than the LAX Hilton. And I just think the organizers, I've talked to 2 of the 3 I believe I met. I just think they just know what they're doing. And I feel like they have their fingers on the pulse of the board game or the tabletop community. I feel like they just know what people want in a convention. One of the owners, I always forget his name, but he is one of the guys putting together LFGCon. He's the owner of a wonderful place called Chits. Oh man, now I forgot. Coffee and Cardboard, I believe it is. Anyways, it's in Chatsworth, California. He owns this board gaming cafe. So it's a really nice cafe, good food, good drinks, nice table space for gaming. They also have a small retail space as well. Excellent, excellent. Yeah. Dark Sectonica, good to see you here. Stuck in the elevators. That is like a total nightmare, right? I know I told that to Michelle, and she's like, I will never go to the convention. I was like, I don't blame you. Actually, she has gone, but we didn't have to take that elevator, thankfully. We stayed at the hotel, that time, and we took the normal, the regular elevator. It's like this one specific elevator that takes you down to the underground parking. Horrible. And then there's an escalator that goes down to open gaming. Usually, I think it's like either Friday night or Saturday morning. It always breaks down. It's like clockwork. It's ridiculous. But anyways, going back to LFG Con, we've got 282 more days. So, folks, you've got plenty of time. Clear your calendars. I'm going to call it right. I'm going to be there no matter what. I love this convention. I'm going to reach out to them and see if they need any help. I did a panel for them last year. It was great. They're very kind. They had me out as a guest. I did a panel with some wonderful content creators, Grant Lyon, Shu. I don't think Christina was there. Was Christina? Shu going analog. Also, Amanda Panda, Bonzinator. And we had a really good time talking about content creation, hosted by the amazing JPG. Really, really good dude. Legend has it that people are still in the elevator. It would not surprise me. It would not surprise me. So LFG Con, folks. I wonder if they have any pictures out here about photo gallery. Let's see if they got any photos from last year. Yeah, here we go. Catan. I don't know if they had a turn. I think they might have had a tournament there. There's the food truck, folks. This is a legendary food truck in LA, Kogi. This is the one from Roy Choi. Back in the day, Roy Choi really kicked off this food truck craze, a decade ago or whatever. It was actually around the time Michelle and I started dating. Food trucks were just starting to, we've always had food trucks in LA, but there was like a stigma to it, right? Like, Roach Coach, right? People would call it Roach Coach, but then Roy Choi changed the game. He elevated it, and I love Kogi. This is Korean tacos, Korean style tacos. So you have the Korean like short rib or galbi, but in taco form. So good. Some of the RPG stuff. Hey, Critical Hit Games. There's my buddy Luis and Albert. I stream with them. I didn't know this was here. This is great. I stream with them every week, and this is their booth. They sold a bunch of stuff there. They had their a bunch of product there. Oh, there's Luis playing a game. What is he playing? Is that, I don't know. What game is that, folks? I don't know the game. Good to see Luis there. That's when he was sporting his brand new haircut. And I believe this is Chris right here, the owner of Critical Hit Games, Corona, California. Reggie says, Amanda Panel, love the con. She's talked about it a bunch. Yeah, highly, highly recommend. Reg says, come check out the food trucks up in my neck of woods. Okay, nice. I forgot what neck of woods you are at, Reggie. You don't have to tell me here, but Southern California, I will put up any food truck from Southern California against any food truck in anywhere in the world. I love my food trucks. Folks playing games, demoing games. That was the vendor hall. A pretty small vendor hall this year. But there's Mo demonstrating Dark Heist. Really cool deck building game. There's open gaming. I love this space. And this was demo. That was like the demo area. This is one of the what was that? One of the panels. Portland. Oh yeah. You know what, Portland, I got to give it up. Last time Michelle and I were in Portland, excellent food trucks. Excellent. We had some really good kebabs, I believe. Yeah. Y'all have not only food trucks, but y'all have the, what is it called? Not food trucks, but they're the little, is it a food stall or no? It's like, I forget. There's a different name for it. Because we have like proper like food trucks that are actually, on wheels and everything. But there's like these little stands or something, all in downtown. We hit up a couple and ended up at a kebab, but I forget what they're called. But anyways, let me see other pictures. James says I was in Portland a few years ago. Yeah, food trucks were excellent. Yeah. One of the vendors here, and then we have gaming. Oh, that's my buddy Chris. Oh yeah, the knitting. There's like a knitting thing. So there's a bunch of like different activities as well. There's Jackie Fox. Hey Jackie. There's Richard. There's Grant Line, and there's Shu. Oh my gosh, I know these people. What are they? Oh, I think they're playing Galileo. Jackie Fox, designer of Rock Hard, and also former bassist for the Runaways, and also former lawyer, and just amazing. She's got amazing stories. She's just an awesome human being as well. Jackie's well known in the board gaming community in LA and Southern California. So there's some pictures here. Let me continue here. I'm totally hyping up LFGCon, folks. Go, if you can, get out there. Bing says we have food truck Friday at a park here. Good food, nice. Oh, the pods. That's what it was. Yeah, we so-called food trucks, but I think food truck pods. Little. Yep, that's exactly it. Thanks, Reg. You know, I have not been to Smorgasbord yet. Michelle and I have not made it out there yet. Yes, Avery True, thank you for reminding me. Jackie Fox, also multi-time Jeopardy champion. She's the best. Listen to her interview episode on Meeple to Meeple Pod and became a huge. Yeah, she's awesome. And if you ever get to meet her in person, you'll know. You'll just see she's just genuinely an awesome human being and super smart, super sharp. Just and what a story, what a life, right? So more pictures of the con. I'll just flip these real quick. Yeah, come out and check out LFGCon, folks. I'd love to show y'all some of my favorite eateries around the area as well. Because it's in Burbank. There's quite a few places around there that are good, including the food trucks that they're gonna have. I don't know if they just had that one, if they just had Kogi, but they picked a good one. Like that's like the OG one. Hopefully they have more. Okay, I think that's it for the pictures. Yeah. So LFGCon, August 13th through 16th. Oh, 4 days now. Oh wait, day 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So 3 days. I think that's how long it was this time as well. All right. So why don't we play a game, friends? And then we're going to wrap things up. I'm going to teach y'all how to play some hits and outs. So let's go over here. This is hits and outs, folks. I love this game. It's a very simple yet fun, and just it's portable, and it's just a deduction game. So you are trying to guess where there are 1, 2, 3, 4 outcomes. So these here, this just tracks how many outs there are. So there are 0 outs. I'll flip these over. And I've got the baseball stadium here. I'm going to be the blue team. So the Dodgers are going to start on the mound. I'll be pitching. Actually, I should put it like this. So I'm pitching against you all Reds. So you can be, we'll put a lefty on there for you. You'll be the red team. I'll be the blue team. And what you're trying to do is guess where I'm going to put the ball. Okay, am I going to put it under home plate? Am I going to put it under here? So what I do is I'm going to take this and hide this. So if we were playing, you would be on this side, I'd be on this side. But for this purpose here, I'm just going to take them off screen so you can't see. And then I'm going to place those 3 X's and that baseball under the bases here. So you don't know where they are right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to place it here, 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 and here. And then it's up to you, friends. Let me fix this camera up a little bit here. Where did I place the baseball? So I'm going to have y'all, did I place it at first, second, third, or home? Because if you reveal it correctly, you're going to get that base runner. So if I put it, say, here at home plate, you've just hit a home run. You're up 1-0. If I put it on third, triple, second, double, first, single. Okay? So I'm going to look down here. First, top. Okay, wait a second. Let me see. Okay, okay, top. Okay, second. Okay, so that's going to be, oh, hi, Dino Corgi. So, Poopa Cafe was the first one to answer, so we're going to reveal this. It is nothing. So, out. 1 out. So, we go here. So, you got 1 out. So, now, I leave these here, and you got a second chance. So, obviously, you want to get a hit before 3 outs, and then it's my turn. But you get a chance now, either first, third, or home. I'll go here. First again, Dino says, all right, let's reveal. Hey, nice job, buddy. So it is a single. So you get a base runner. This guy goes at first. And then what happens is, since you got a hit, I get to reset. So now you don't know where it's going to go. So okay, so you got your next batter. We'll make him a righty this time. Okay, so let me go off screen here. You do not know where I'm putting the baseball. Okay. All right, friends. Where did I place that baseball? So you got 1 out. You have to remember, just like in true baseball, you got 3 outs, and then the inning is over. I'll wait on you. I do know where it is, Dino. I was trying to, I knew exactly where it is, but then I started doing that just to sort of hopefully confuse you. James says I choose whatever Dino want. Okay, home. So are you gonna get a home? If you get a home run, you score 2 runs. It is a home run. Dang it! Boo! All right, so you've hit a home run. This guy comes in. Do. The batter also comes in, so you now have 2 runs. Where's my erasable pen? Oh, here it is. So chat gets 2. Ruel up to bat next. Okay. Nice. Well done. So now the shield is also your scoreboard. So what's the date today? Today is the 3rd. 11:03:25. Start time, we started at say 10:55 a.m. All right. So since you hit that home run, this guy comes off base, and then I reset everything. Oh, and I forgot to put this X over there. Okay. So now, am I going to be crazy and put another home run right at home plate? I don't know. Bye, Dino. Thank you for joining. Thanks for hitting a home run off me, buddy. Okay. All right, friends. So, where do you think the ball is now? So you got 1 out. Oh, Poo Poo Cafe says home. Here we go. Oh wait, James says second. I saw this one first. Wait, was this? Yeah, I saw this one first. It is an out, 2 outs. But because you don't guess where the ball is, you still continue. So it's like anytime you get a hit, we reset. But anytime you get an out, it remains there. So you do have a shot at it. So we're gonna go. James and Dark Satanica says second. So we'll go second base. Hey, 3rd out. Yay. So it was not there. Well, I totally thought I put it there. I straight mixed up myself. Wow. So that's the inning. That's 3 outs. And then we would just change sides, and then you would do it. Obviously, we can't do that here. But that's how you play. You play 3 innings. So in this case, so I would go in my bottom half. You would try to hide the ball and the X's. You play 3 innings. If it's tied, then you play an extra inning. Tied again. Michelle played, I think, our longest game. We played 5 innings until I don't remember who won. But then the most runs wins, and that's hits and outs, friends. That's all the game. It's a super simple deduction game, super quick. This is from Inton Games. They are based in Japan, and Ron, the designer, reached out to me and was very kind, sent me a copy a while ago because he knows I'm a big baseball fan, and he is too. So yeah, you win. Yeah, James, you win 2-0. Well done. I'll make it official. So Ruel, I'll put an X there. I did not. Actually, I'll put a 0 for y'all. There you go. You won 2-0. But yeah, that's how you play hits and outs. Very, very simple, quick game. I'm looking forward to it already. I think it's like 110 days till pitchers and catchers report. So we still got 3 months until the next baseball season. I'm definitely taking this back to Dodger Stadium. Friends, let's talk about a few more games before we get out of here. Let me see. What other games? We talk about LFG Con. Why don't we go back to BGG? And what game are you excited to play soon, Ruel? Oh, that's a great question. I am looking forward to. Where was the one on? Here it is. I talked about this a little while ago. I think 2 weeks ago, but I did not get to the table. White Castle Duel. I love White Castle. I opened this up. I started reading the rules last week or the week before, and I got distracted by baseball, friends. I'll be honest with you. So now that the season is over, I can get back to this. Super excited. Also, this one, I backed this on Kickstarter. I made you a mixtape. This is from Mike DeLisio and Dan Hughes. Both. I don't know if Dan still does stuff for the Dice Tower, but Mike still does. So I'm looking forward to this. I backed this Kickstarter, got it a few weeks ago, it might have been a few months ago now I think about it. Got it a while ago after backing on Kickstarter, so I'm looking forward to that. Those are the two that are right here on my next to play desk. And then James says, did you hear that Garfield just announced a new game coming to BGA? Oh, no, I did not. Vending machine is also sitting on the desk as well. Nice. Nice. Let me go over here real quick to the Discord community. And friends, if you've not joined our Discord yet, come on over. Hang out with us. I'll drop the link in chat. We always have a good time there. I really appreciate the community that we built there and we are building there. A lot of fun. I don't if the link is not working. If not, oh man, is the link not working? Darn it. Sometimes the links don't work. What are you gonna do? Right? Let me go over here. Stream. Where's Nightbot? Nightbot. Fix yourself. I'll give you the link in just a second, friends. Excuse me. I'm just gonna copy and paste this directly in here. Join us in the Discord community. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's in there. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm still excited about the Dodgers winning the World Championship. I'm gonna go to Discord real quick and take a look at messages. We have a tabletop recall what you played in the previous month. Folks always drop games in there. Let me see. We've got Abitrube. Oh, pretty good month. Voynich Puzzle. That is one that I'm really curious about because that is Danny Garcia. Yep. Maybe we should talk about it. Danny Garcia. Voynich Puzzle. Let's go over there real quick. And Danny Garcia, design the hot new designer, right? He's done. Let's see. Barcelona, Windmill Valley, Arborea, Daitoshi. Was it SETI too? No, not SETI. Okay, Voynich Puzzle. Yeah. So this is the one that just came out. Let me see what Ivy Troop said in Discord. Definitely a little rough as we figured out. There's a good bit of balancing act and executing plan, but it's a really good game. Yep. After one play, Ottawa. Okay, cool. And then Bing says, very slow month here. Been busy painting the house. Aqua Biodiversity of the Ocean. That one I really liked from last year. This one is from the Op, and the Op, they've done a really good job of starting to get into the hobby game market. Some of their hobby games are excellent. This one included here, as far as it's a tile laying game. I've played it before. I've done a solo run through or two. Excellent game. Alex of Vending Machine Games, who's been here in chat, has a bunch of games here: Tinderblocks, Heat, Flip 7, Blind Jack, Catan, Flip Tunes, all kinds of good stuff here. I mean, I'll always talk about Flip 7. I don't need to talk about Flip 7. You know what I haven't talked about? I think I've done a video for this, but Tinderblocks. It's a tiny box, but it's a dexterity game. This it's like their who is this? Alley Cat Games. They have a few of these. And did I do a video of it? I don't know if I did. Maybe I thought I did. But anyways, it's a tin. It's like a little metal tin, but they're the size of like an oink game. So this is super portable. And Alex actually, I believe, I don't know if they still do, but has it literally in the vending machine. There's a board game vending machine, a few of them in LA, folks. Be sure to check out Vending Machine Games on Instagram. But yeah, this is a dexterity game. It fits in that little box there, and you're just trying to stack the little pieces. You're making like a campfire or whatever, and it's really cool. Oh, Dark Side, that's right. I did Tic Tac Trek. So Tic Tac Trek is the same company and the same format. Very small tin game, but Tic Tac Trek is actually like a tile laying area control type of game. Oh, that's what you need to order. Got it. Yeah, great game for the machines for sure. Yeah, Alley Cat Games do some cracking tin games. Yeah, they do. Let me press on Alley Cat Games here. Link Games. Let's see. We'll put the highest rank. I always like to look at what's highest ranked with them. Kalamala. Okay, so they did that. Paper Dungeons, a Dungeon Squalor game, Chocolate Factory. Oh, they did Chocolate Factory. Nice. Oh, yeah. Tinder Blocks, there it is. Almond Ray, which I also have. Which, oh, Rome in a Day. That one was a fun one. This was a little, this is a small box game, but it was more, it wasn't like tiny box like the Tinder Blocks series, but this is a smaller, sort of like, it's about the same size as like a Just One box, but a tile lane, but also sort of like a bidding game too. Really like this one. Becca and I enjoyed this on Good Morning Society. Was it Becca or maybe it was Bonds? I forget, but yeah, we had a good time with it. Probably Becca, because I always try to play the tile lane games with Becca because she's a big fan as well. Very cool. Okay. Continuing on, let's move on here in the Discord. DC just dropped a bunch of games. Wow, DC had a great month of gaming. Golly. Mandala, Sea Salt and Paper, Raw. Oh, man. Raw. Talking about the deluxe edition. Yes, it is excellent. Did I have okay, this is the OG. I played this version before, but they also have the deluxe version. You know, we should just look it up. Raw 25th Century Games. This is the regular edition on the. Oh, the regular edition still has this big ol' the auction token or whatever. Oh, this is like that Table Talk. Yeah, I don't think that's not the original or the actual game. But anyways, I played this about a month and a half ago with some folks at the Good Time Society, and we loved it. It's such a good game. Such a good game. I'm always a type that, like, I've always talked about how Samurai is my favorite Reiner Knizia game. I have a very sentimental attachment to that because it was my first Knizia game I ever played at a board game meetup. But Raw, the more I play it, it's like, it's such a great auction set collection game. Just like any of the other games from the Good Doctor, very the rules light or just not much rules overhead. But the gameplay is outstanding. Outstanding. So thank you for that, DC. Let me see if anyone else got some games. Dark Satanica just dropped some games in here. Mostly solo games for Solotober. I forgot that Solotober was a thing. A few Kickstarters, new games delivered. New Converge, Leaping Lions from Button Shy. We love our Button Shy games here. Fighting Fantasy Adventures, nice. Color My Critters. Thanks to designer for filling that one, nice. Tried the official Uno solo version from the stream. Finding out to play a Villainous despite owning it for ages, nice. Oh, there's a solo variant for Villainous. I did not. Wasn't I just talking about this? Maybe I wasn't. Let's see. Villainous. Disney Villainous. Wait a second. That's Wicked to the Core. Where's the first one? Disney Villainous. What's the first one? I mean, there's so many. Disney Villainous. Bing's okay. Bing seconds that the solo variant for Villainous is excellent. Really, I need to look into this. The Worst Takes It All, re-implemented by 5 of these. Let me just Villainous solo BGG. Quarantine solo variant. Thank you. There's a few okay. How easy is it to maintain, friends? Okay, this doesn't look that bad. How to play 20 minutes and a turn phase. Close to winning. Not so fast, Jack. At the end of the turn, you can clearly see you're going to a 100% win on the very next turn. Get faded automatically. Oh, okay. But you only draw a card and carry out one fade card. Huh. Thank you, friends. I'm adding this. I'm going to bookmark this. Done. Close to winning clause stop me from winning for several tries. Oh, nice. Okay, that's something I'm going to check out. Thank you for that. Yeah, so apparently you can play Villainous solo, which really, I've got a Villainous, which one? I have the one with, is it the Mandalorian or is it Boba Fett? One of the Star Wars ones that I have not played yet, but can you, I'm assuming you can play this with any Villainous? Let me go back to that. My favorite solo I actually did. I have that Disney version. Okay. Oh, during the quarantine period during March. Okay, so that's why it's called quarantine. Oh, nice. Well, right on, Matt Louder or Loader. Draw 4 cards. Take your. You have 20 turns to win, or you lose. I like that. So you got it's a time based one or timer based. Cool. All right, hey friends, this is what I love about this stream. Y'all teaching me new things every day. That's great. Thank you for that. Let's get back over here. See if anyone else has gotten anything. We got 3 Patatas Rouge. Played Saris Razia and Yokai Septa. Oh, Yokai Septa is so good. I'm not the biggest trick taking fan, but Monique and Naveen taught this one to me a while ago, and I played it a couple times afterward, and it's really solid. Dan from Ninja Star Games does a really good job of importing some really interesting titles, usually from Japan, I believe. But this is I think a team-based, or you can play 2 players as well, trick-taking game. Very interesting. What else did Razia? Is this the Razia? It's a Knizia, right? Yeah. Ratsia. Yeah, this is like the re-implementation of Raw, right? Very nice. Bing says the version played 20 power tokens that act as a timer. Oh, talking about the thing. Okay. Villainous Solo. Cool. All right, friends. That's going to do it for today. It is just past 11 here. Been on for about an hour, and I've got work to do. I've also got emails to answer. I really appreciate y'all coming in today, hanging out with me. Thank you for sharing the games that you played recently. Thank you for listening to me go on and on about the Dodgers. I appreciate that. And I hope y'all have a wonderful week. I'll be back online this Wednesday, Good Morning Society with Becca. And I think that's going to be it. I'm going to be streaming with the Critical Hit Games folks again, but we're changing dates and times on that. We're sort of experimenting, playing around with that. So I'll let you know in the socials when I'll be live there. Thank you. End of the day for Dark Satanic. I appreciate you hanging out late, folks in different time zones. Happy time zone to you all. Oh, it was, what was it, like daylight saving times for us too. So I actually have, what time? Oh no, this is, I know, I'm on the correct time. Okay, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you again for watching. Have a wonderful week, folks. Be kind to yourselves, be kind to each other. And until next time, we'll see you later. All right, bye now.